Shirik shirik yenten Shiyin rikpi yenten
Dashin lop chu tsulu Meta mebi norbu Shirik yenten ino Dashin lop chu tsulu Meta mebi norbu Shirik yenten
Kuzusampala to all the listeners and welcome to another episode of the radio lessons. My name is Sede from Jojina Primary School in Thimphu. This educational program is to reach all the children across the nation. Today's lesson is from Volume 4 of the Self-Instructional Material. I have for you an English lesson for Class PP. And the lesson number is 2 and the learning area is question words. So by the end of this lesson, we will be able to learn what are the question words, learn how to frame questions using those question words such as why, what, how, and where, and answer simple questions. Are you ready? So let's look at activity 1. The instruction reads, let us learn the question words. Do you see the picture of a little girl? What is she thinking? She has lots of questions, right? And the first one, the first bubble, has the question, why? The second bubble has the question, who? The third bubble has the question word, what? And finally, we have where. So those are the question words. One more time. Why, who, what, and where. So when you ask a who question, a question beginning with who, what do you want? What answer do you want? You want a person, a name of a person. For example, look at the picture below. We have who questions, and if you look at the picture, who's that? It's a bukto, right? So we have a name of the person. When you ask the question beginning with who, the answer is usually the name of a person. The next question is why? And do you see the picture? There is a little girl. And she looks very unhappy, upset even, right? So when you see this picture, what question word comes to your mind? Why, right? Why is she upset? Why is she crying? So when you ask questions beginning with why, you usually want reasons, right? Why is she upset? Maybe she's hungry. Or maybe she misses her mommy or daddy, right? Okay. Let's move on to the third question word. What? Look at this picture and what comes to your mind? Can you identify what it is? Maybe some of you can tell what that is. So for people who don't know what that is, the question that comes to your mind is, what is this? Or what is that? So when you ask the what question, what is this? Usually you want to know a name, right? Or a particular thing about it. So what is that? Is it tea momos? Is it scones? It looks like tea momos, right? Do you like tea momos? I love tea momos. Right, and finally, the question word is where. When you ask the question where, usually the answer you get is a name of a place. Right? So look at the picture and where do you think it is? Do you think it's at the Zong? No. Do you think it's at home? No. Do you think it's a park? No. So where is it? Can you tell me where it is? That's right. It looks like it's at a school. There's a school function going on, right? A school program. And there are some children dancing even. So when you ask the question, Where, usually you want the name of a place. Turn to the next page and let's read the dialogue or the conversation between two new children, right? When you come to school for the first time, you meet lots of classmates and you don't know who they are and you want to ask questions. So we have here a boy and a girl, and it is probably their first time seeing each other. So let's read what the girl has to say first. Good morning. Who are you? She's asking, who are you? And what does the boy say? Good morning. I am Karma. So who is the boy? He is Karma. Then Karma asks back, what is your name? What is your name? So what does the little girl say? My name is Kinley. My name is Kinley. So we see that the boy is Karma and the girl is Kinley. And Kinley asks, where are you going? Where are you going? And the boy says, or rather Karma says, I am going to the market. I am going to the market. And Kinley is curious. Why? Why are you going to the market? And what does Karma say? He says, to buy books. So why is Karma going to the market? He's going to the market to buy books. Did you all understand how we use these question words to ask questions? And each of these question words, you use them to ask different questions. Some of them are to ask for some names, and some of them are to ask about places, and some of them are to ask reasons. Turn to the next page, activity 2. Let's read the instructions. What does it read? Choose the correct question word from the box. Fill in the blanks. The first one is done for you. So do you see a green rectangular box? So in that box there are 4 words. The first one is who. The next one is what. The next one is where. And the last one is why. So what are these words? That's right, they are question words. When we use them, they ask questions, right? So let's look at the first one. Dash is your name. So do you see the question mark? That means you have to make this sentence a question. So which question word should we use? Can we say, who is your name? You can't. Can you say, where is your name? No, not really, right? Can you say, why is your name? No, you want to ask what is his name, right? So the question word, the most appropriate question word is what? What is your name? And do you see it's already been written in the blank? Now, the next 3 sentences are for you to read and figure out which question word is most appropriate for the blank. I shall read the questions for you. Number 2. Dash is your class teacher. Dash is your class teacher. So here you want to know the person, right? So which one is, when you want to know the person, which question word should we use? You pick that and write it in that blank. The third one reads, Dash is the library. Dash is the library. So library is a place, right? Where you have lots of books. Every school has a library, right? And then you go to the library to read and borrow books. So that's the name of a place. So which is the most appropriate question word. You choose that and write it in the blank. And finally, we have dash, are you sad? Dash, are you sad? So here it seems your friend or the person next to you is sad and you want to know the reason for his sadness or her sadness. So which question word asks reason? So you pick that and write it in the blank. Now, once you've done that, you can always look below and see whether you got the answers correctly or not. And that, my dear children, brings us to the end of the lesson. So let's quickly summarize what we have learned. What did we learn today? Yes, we learned question words, that there are some words which help us to ask questions. And what are those question words? What, who, why, where. And we also learned that each of these question words, they ask a different type of question, right? Okay, so fantastic work everybody for listening and learning. I hope to see you next time. Until then, be good and stay safe.
Sherik, sherik, sherik